Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of From the Hip. We are live with our Christmas spectacular, gentlemen and ladies out there. Today's date is December 23rd, 2023. We are in week 16. For everybody watching, let me bring in my crew. I want everybody to welcome Corey Thompson, Justin Rodriguez, Tyler, don't call him Papa Spank Daddy under any circumstances, and Mo from One Mo Show. Gentlemen, welcome, and how you guys doing today?
Welcome. Happy holidays, everybody.
I hope you guys appreciated the new opening for Christmas because it's Christmas.
Hooray.
Wow.
Yay!
Show a little bit more appreciation, guys.
Dakota would do that. Dakota would do that.
Wow. Easy. He's going to have a great game tomorrow. I got that feeling. Let me start out right now by putting everybody on to where we stand currently right now in the state of football. Let's get into this one, actually. This is the current playoff tree and how things are going.
I don't like that.
Baltimore is still on top of the AFC. You've got the division leads being Miami, KC, and Jacksonville holding on, whether by a string or not, but they're holding on. Wow. The wild card teams being Cleveland, the Bengals, and the Indianapolis Colts. In the NFC, it is headed by the San Francisco 49ers. The division leads would be the Dallas Cowboys, the Detroit Lions, and Tampa Bay Buccaneers because of their great win from last week. The wild card teams, of course, are the Eagles, the Rams, and the Vikings now, based off of the game from Thursday. Gentlemen, I want to get right into this, and I do want to talk about something. I want to talk about the Steelers' outrage. And I want to start out talking about the outrageous circumstance that is happening in Pittsburgh. There are times you'll hear people talk about culture, and most don't understand what they are referring about. Culture is believing something that is above me. It's about us. We see it every day in good parents who put themselves last for the sake of the kids and their spouses. It could be as simple as going to a job every day that they don't like, but it provides them with the best way to provide for their family. We see it in agencies like the police and the fire department, whose lives depend on each other. And one person who's not doing their part could hurt the many. And we certainly see it in sports, where they all have a job that is for the greater of the team. The offensive lineman barely gets any recognition, and it all begins with them. The kickers only get attention when the game is on the line, but Justin Tucker has made a career of these moments. But it really sparks me up when I see a professional player acting like he's in this me first way. And where I want to discuss about that is I want to talk about George Pickens. I stifled myself on Wednesday because I was saving this for Saturday, and I wanted to get you all in on this conversation. I wanted you to have a moment to talk about it. But when I heard what he had to say about why he doesn't play as hard and why he doesn't block, and this is a guy who used to do all of this. He's a guy who a season ago, 2 seasons ago, was big and strong, and he was known for his run blocking, and now he's like, I'm not even going to do that no more. That bothers me because it's a culture thing. And I got a little video for y'all. I want to show you so you can see what I'm talking about.
prevent the Tank Dell situation, the same thing that happened to Tank Dell. I didn't want to get an injury. When you stay on the block too long, you can get ran up on very easy. So for people that's questioning,
he didn't bother trying to block for his running back
do what y'all do
on a scoring situation, and thus why they did not score. I brought this one up. This is another angle about it because people think he didn't block. He did block. You see that little push? But he didn't follow up behind it. And that was the point. Because he gives this little push off. And if he would have continued to block, I believe that his running back would have scored. Yeah. And here's the breakdown of the play for you. What he should have done. He does this little push. This is the moment where he's supposed to push him into the end zone towards the area, which would have allowed the running back to go toward the corner. But instead, he had to cut inside. And when he cut inside, it allowed the defensive player time to get over to him and make that tackle. And it wasn't just a one-player tackle. It was a multiplayer tackle. Which prevented the actual touchdown. But I also want
Pickett operating from the gun. It's a give.
Angle.
Harris carries a couple tacklers with him. Excellent game.
The reason I showed that play was because you can see that he didn't even bother blocking there.
Put it where it had to be. Instead, running play, 3rd and 2. Trying to get there is Warren. The ball pops free, and it's a live ball. Scooped up by DJ Turner. Turner makes a move. And he's dead.
Guys, to me, that is a culture thing. And the reason I say that is because this is not the first Steeler that we've had these type of situations with. I wanted to get your take on it. Am I looking at something wrong? Please tell me I'm looking at something wrong. Or am I looking at a guy who's got this belief in this me first? I'm going to start with Mo because I know he has feelings about that.
I don't think it's a culture thing. I think it's just both those receivers currently. They think they're way better than they are. They had the same reason. They had the same problem with Chase Claypool. Shannon Sharp put it perfectly. Those two receivers that are there, being Deontay Johnson and George Pickens, they only see their value through how many catches they get and how many touchdowns they get. They don't see any value in blocking. They don't. It's an entitled outlook, and I would highly doubt that they're teaching that in Pittsburgh. I would highly doubt that anybody on that team agrees with that. But we're just seeing the aftermath of a guy that shot to stardom pretty quick because they was calling him NFL young boy. But that was when they was throwing. That was when he was getting the ball thrown to him and he was, making plays. You only see his value in catching and getting touchdowns. I don't like it.
Me neither. Corey, how do you feel about that?
So, from watching that video, the running back had to cut back inside before he got to Pickens. I'm going to say that because whoever was blocking out below Pickens was trying to seal off that edge, but the defender was able to slip and he had to cut back inside. Pickens knew the ball was coming to his side. As a receiver, if the play's on your side, you need to block, period. That's what you get paid to do. It's part of your job. You were blocking in high school, I'm for sure. You were blocking in college, I'm for sure. Because if you're not, you're getting benched.
You carrying my name.
Yeah, you push them all the way through. So to have that prima donna culture, that's just nonsense because the greats never did that. Moss block, T.O. block, Jerry Rice block, Megatron block. You need a block. This is your team. And also, you're playing with your money because you got to remember, if you guys make the playoffs, you get an extra bonus check for that. So you really don't care. You understand not wanting to get injured because injuries do happen. But nah, man, if that plays on your side, you got to make that block.
All right. Hey, I'm going to ask you guys another question because it's funny that you guys mentioned another wide receiver, and I'm also going to talk about they've had a history of this. Okay, I'm drawing a blank on his name, the wide receiver, Antonio Brown. Okay, we've seen what happened with him. And I'm believing that now Tomlin, who's given people a lot of rope, is starting to see that this is not necessarily working in his best interest. So it's a part of the culture. That's what I feel anyway, because it's like too much for us to be one team under one coach.
Okay.
Is it time for Tomlin to move on? And I want to go to Tyler about that.
I mean, in all honesty, probably, yeah. Because when it comes down to it, he's letting this happen. If it happens one time, you're benched. You're like, no, it's not like I made a mistake. I'm clearly not doing anything. And when he's not benching players, when he's not punishing players for stuff like this, and he just allows it to happen again, we just saw 2 plays where it happened, and he's allowing that to happen, and he's not benching them. I don't care how good you are. I don't care if you're the best player in the world. If you're not supporting your teammates, you're not supporting your brothers, because that's the football mentality is. You're a family on that team. You support each other. You help lift each other up. Those players would do the same thing for him. They'd block for him. But when he's not blocking for them, you're stabbing your brother in the back. And your coach, he's like the dad. He's supposed to, when your sons aren't listening, and they're fighting, they're being dicks, you put him in the corner. You fucking
Agree.
When he's not doing it with Antonio Brown, it could have, if it was just Antonio Brown, let's say that these guys were not doing it. If it was just Antonio Brown, that's just an ego complex, and there's nothing he could have done. There's always a bad apple somewhere. But now we're seeing this again. We're seeing these players that are like, I'm entitled, and he's just giving them too many chances. Bench him. And if he's not going to bench him, then maybe he needs to go somewhere else, or Pittsburgh needs to reevaluate the situation.
I got you. So to you, Justin, the Rooney family has only had 3 coaches in the past, 50 years? That's what it feels like, right? Okay. Yeah. They don't fire people. They don't make rash decisions. Is it time for Tomlin to voluntarily say, you know what, I've done what I can here? And then if that is the case, and if you do feel that's the case, if you don't, just tell you don't. But if you do feel it's the case, where does he go? Because I don't personally think he should be out of football.
No, not at all. Not at all. But I don't think he should go either. I think he should stand. He should stand in Pittsburgh. And like how Tyler said, you got a few bad apples. I think you make an example out of it, in my personal opinion. But I'm going to play devil's advocate and say, what if Tomlin is trying to do that? But in the situation Pittsburgh is in, those are your star players. Those are your players who you depend on to score. Those are the players who are you replacing them with if you bench both of them? You know what I'm saying? I get the point. I get the point where you have to set the example. You have to be a leader. You have to set up the players who don't want to listen. But you look at it to where Tomlin's at. Tomlin has a career of being above 500. He's made a career of that. He's known for winning. He's known to getting what he needs to do. But if you set your star players, well, who are you replacing them with? And how do you explain that to the higher ups? People who you pay millions and millions of dollars to. So I sit here and I'll say that I'm like, maybe he's trying to keep it inside, but talking to the media is just going to keep airing it out where he doesn't have a choice but to play them because he don't have nobody else to replace him with. Your team's already failing as it is. Your feeling's already failing as it is. The last thing you want to do is take away the at least key parts to your offense that you're taking away.
At this point, are they even in the conversation for Steelers? In reality, I mean, let's be real. Mo or Corey, give me anything. Do you guys think that they're really in the hunt for the playoffs at this point?
Hell no.
They're 7-7 and they're at 10. I don't really see them making it, and especially with no quarterback. Oh, and I want you to know you're right. It's been 54 years. They've had only 3 head coaches: Chuck Noll, Bill Cowher, Mike Tomlin.
That's my point. They don't make rash decisions. They do things that they feel is right. And I don't feel that even that family probably doesn't think that Tomlin's due to get fired. If Tomlin leaves, it's going to be on his terms. It's going to be him saying, hey, I've done what I can here. let me out of my contract, let me go somewhere else, you know. He may sit out a year or whatever and then come back.
If I was Tomlin, with all this going on, I would leave. You know why? I'm gonna have a job by next season. You know where I'm gonna be at? In sunny LA with Justin Herbert and that team.
Ooh, that,
I don't know, because I'm hearing that Belichick is about to take that position. I'd rather have Tomlin.
Hey, man, don't get him started. He been drinking.
I'm just saying that I'd rather have Tomlin. And in fact, I want Tomlin with the Jets. I'm just putting that out there.
No. Send him to LA, man. That man deserves some sun.
I already told you. I think Tomlin should just bow out gracefully. He's got his ring. He's put in a hell of a tenor there in Pittsburgh. Man, take the vacation. You got money, go be with your family.
Y'all crazy, man. He built that over there. Why would he leave? That's what I'm saying. But why would he leave? Because he got a couple bad apples. You know what you do? You move him in the offseason. Get him off the team.
But you thinking about these two. You thinking about these two. This man for the past, let's say, 7 seasons. You got Le'Veon Bell. You got Antonio Brown. Those were bigger than these two right now. Then you have Deontay Johnson now. You had Chase Claypool. Now you have George Pickens. All of them won't fucking listen. Just fucking listen. You came to the Steelers. You knew before you got to the Steelers how this was gonna go. And you come here and you bring this bullshit to this historic organization. I'm gone. I'm gonna go build this. I'm gonna build somewhere. You know how they say make another hole? I'm gonna make another Steelers culture.
Well,
right? But do you think now? Let me ask you this question: do you think it's Tomlin, or is it Tomlin's?
No.
Listen, let me finish. I know it's not Tomlin, but what if it's his assistant coaches that's feeding the egos and creating the egos that the players are having that they refuse to listen to the head coach?
Let me jump on that. I might agree with you on that one because Bill Cowher was there. The Bill Cowher era ended. He hands over the reins to Tomlin, and nobody gave him problems. Not even Plexico back there, Plexico and Santonio. So now that most of Bill Cowher guys are out, his coaching staff is out. Tomlin brings in his people. Maybe that could be the scenario.
Maybe what if his
Tomlin never really had the reins like he thought he did.
Because I get it, he's the head coach.
Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying I get he's the head coach and he's the face of the coaching staff in the front office. But who says it's Tomlin that's feeding the egos? Who says it's not the assistant coaches, the offensive coordinator? These people who's hyping these people have like, yeah, we need you, we depend on you, we can't win without you. You don't say that to no players like that because this is a team effort. You could win without anybody. But how you know the offensive coordinator or the wide receivers coach? It could be anything. It could be the water boy. We can't win without you. That's all you need to hear.
I don't. But what I do know is I would get tired of it if I've had that history of, again, Le'Veon Bell. Antonio Brown alone would have made me go like, all right, man. Y'all
as talented as they are, at some point we have to control them. A manager's position and a coach's position is very similar. Everybody knows what they're going to do. Yeah. At your jobs, you know your job. The manager is there not necessarily to teach you how to do your job every single day.
Yeah.
He's there for one reason, just to control the situation for when things get out of hand. And things are out of hand. Okay, out of hand because he's giving them too much freedom. And I think that's where you got.
Regardless.
Okay.
He's got the highest winning percentage for the franchise's history.
Of course, because he's fantastic. But hold on. On a better note, the Colts' Michael Pittman has cleared concussion protocol and is now listed as questionable due to a shoulder injury. This is good news to anyone who saw the vicious hit he suffered in the Steelers game. When asked about the hit, he doesn't remember it. Says he was going for the ball, and next thing he knew, he woke up with people around him. It goes to show how scary this game is and why we should appreciate the players who are going all out for us as fans. Your takes, gentlemen, on that, please.
I'm shocked that he got cleared for a concussion. If the fact that he was literally going, yeah, I had the ball, and then I wake up later.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it just sounds like he got a concussion.
Oh, yeah, he was totally concussed.
Yeah, and him to get cleared this early is kind of a surprise to me. I mean, I'm happy. I'm glad.
Because of the shoulder injury. They knew he already had the shoulder injury, so we can clear him because he's not getting on the field.
Which, yeah, they could probably just say that just to you know, make themselves look good. I mean, I'm glad that he's not concussed, or at least to what they tell us. But it's just it's surprising to me that he's just like, yeah, I just woke up. It's just honestly, it's a surprise.
Honestly, I just hope that the professionals who examined him did their job correctly and took the proper steps, because we've seen this before where a player who we know is going to go through concussion protocol and be sit out for a week or two because of concussion protocol, and is cleared too quickly. You know, for example, we bring it up a lot. We bring up Tua. This is something that happened with Tua last year. Yeah. And it's something that needs to be adjusted. Like, I believe that players should be evaluated by 2-3 doctors and you go with majority rules instead of just one, because it just takes one person to just say, oh yeah, he's good, and then later on we see what happens the following week.
I mean,
I just hope that they did the proper steps and he's actually okay.
I mean, the equipment's gotten better, so that does help. I'm glad it wasn't like a helmet-to-helmet contact. It was more of like a warm shiver. I think that really helped lessen the blunt force trauma that he experienced. Glad he's healthy. Another man's got a family, so everybody wants to go home to their family and be able to hug and kiss their children, tuck them in at night, and have another day. So I just hope. I mean, I don't know what else to really say, because I'm torn between the hit and
the overall message is we're just glad he's okay, and we're glad he's able to play going forward. On to that, Bill Belichick is again talking about his balls being underinflated.
Wow.
But this time he says he had nothing to do with it. The kicking balls in the first half of the Patriots-Chiefs game were found to be 2 to 2.5 pounds underinflated, making them flat balls. Belichick deferred to the NFL as to why this was the case. We don't have anything to do with it. Were we aware of it? Yes, definitely, Belichick said. As I understand it, they were all the same. I don't know what the explanation is. It was the same for both teams. You'd have to talk to the league about what happened on that part of it. They control all of that. That's a statement from Bill Belichick.
Bro, you got...
Did he say it wasn't his fault last time?
No. You had Tuck rule. You had the Spygate. You have 2 deflate gates now, and you were able to trade a dishwasher and a broken sink to get Aqib Talib to come over to the Patriots back in the days. You got everybody for free, and you're telling me you didn't know? But now you're saying you knew about it and you don't know why.
They both knew about it.
You could persist, and you continued. You continued the game. This man is a fraud. He is a liar. They should strip him of every championship. They should strip him of every championship that they've won. I'm done. Oh, and you had the two fixed Super Bowls, the Falcons and the Seahawks Super Bowl. I'm calling them fixed right now.
It's Bill Belichick, man. I mean, what do you want from him?
Dirtiest player in the game.
All right. So from that,
Oh my God.
Jaguars quarterback Trevor Lawrence was back on the practice field Friday, but still must clear the NFL's concussion protocol to play in Sunday's game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go straight to Mo on this one. Is Lawrence going to play? Is he going to clear what? He's practicing. And do they even have a shot of beating Tampa Bay without Lawrence?
Listen, I want him to sit down. It look like he's gonna play. Why else do you have him on the practice field? Why else do you have him going through, full practice and all? It looked like he's gonna play, but this is bad, man. This man has come back from the knee when he got folded like a pretzel. Ankle when he got folded like a pretzel. Now we hear
you gave up your ankle to him.
Yeah. So now we had a concussion. And we still trying to play. Bro, we got a playoff run to try to make. Don't give a damn about these Buccaneers. I think CJ Beathard can get it done. Just score a few more points than the Bucs. The Muffin Man. Come on, man. But
is that Muffin Man going to kick you out the playoffs?
Probably.
You better not. You better not.
Man.
I mean, they got the Panthers and the Titans left. So if they were to take this loss, they may still be able to sneak back in. It all depends, or it may not even drop them out. I mean, we were running scenarios the other day.
Were they 8-6 right now?
Yeah. Mo, I need you to find out something. Is this man Park Cyborg? Is he related to the Terminator, something like that?
It looks like that.
I love it. I love that he has this grit and he wants to play hurt. This reminds me of Byron Leftwich and Donovan McNabb with the broken ankles on the field, still out there throwing the ball. I love it, but is this going to be too much? Is he getting in his own way?
Yes.
At this point?
Yes. And I think I don't like that. I was okay with the knee. The ankle I wasn't so okay with. But this concussion stuff, like I don't want my quarterback to be in that Tua, that Tua situation.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't do the pose.
What are you talking about?
What do you mean?
What are you talking about? But I don't want my quarterback to go through that. But it looked like he's gonna play. I really hate it. Because Tampa Bay defense ain't that doggone nice themselves. They play physical. So
they do play physical. You know what's scary about this game for the Jaguars is the sense that they're tied for the record with Houston and Indianapolis. And Indianapolis plays the Atlanta Falcons this week, which they should win. Houston plays Cleveland. They're probably going to lose. I don't even think Stroud is playing. So I think Houston will lose.
Because of a concussion.
Yeah.
But so the only thing that's going to save us is that we only lost once in our division. We got the Titans last game of the season, and we'll end up winning the AFC South. That's the only thing that's going to save us.
Easy of a win because they're playing spoilers right now.
That's true, but then that'll leave us with we'll split with them and we'll split with Houston.
I just want Trevor back because I really want to see. I've been riding with you all year, Mo. I've been wanting to see Jacksonville in there.
Yeah.
I like Trevor. I like the Jags. I think the team is built well, and I want them there. With that said, I can't get that if the man's not on the field.
The only thing with the Jags is they have too many key injuries right now.
Yep.
They would be so lethal if they had all their pieces. I mean, so lethal. They could be the scariest team in the playoffs if they had all their pieces.
We haven't played with all our pieces much. I think they all got maybe 3 games together.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And watching, who was it? Zay Flowers with that big old brace in his leg when they played Baltimore.
Oh, yeah.
Zay Jones.
Zay Jones.
Jay Jones. Sorry. Yeah, I felt
your receiver.
Yeah. I felt bad for him because he looked like he wanted to do something that game. He really looked like he wanted to do something. And if they had every piece healthy, they'd make a good run.
Yeah, I got you. Well, we'll get on to this week's games.
I think my uncle's
the Cincinnati Bengals, being led by the surprising young quarterback Browning, has led a resurgence back into the playoff picture and is putting fear once again into other teams. The Pittsburgh Steelers have seemed inept and have players fighting amongst themselves as fans and newspapers call for Tomlin to step down.
That's great.
But Tomlin has never lost 4 games in a row, and a win today will ensure that he keeps his streak of no losing seasons. Can the Steelers shock the NFL with an upset today? Tyler?
I don't think so. Not with how these players are acting. At the end of the day, because especially with the Bengals and how they've been playing, because I think they've won the last 3 games. So they're 3 in a row, and Steelers are 3-0 or 0-3.
Yeah,
they're literally the exact opposites. So, and you have this problem with the Steelers now, where you got players not blocking for touchdowns or potential fumbles, and now you're going up against this young quarterback and a good team. I think the Steelers they're just. It's going to shoot themselves in the foot. It's going to be bad. I think the Bengals are going to run them, and it's going to knock the Steelers out.
What about you, Mr. Justin?
I don't think we're gonna have any issues with the blocking this game. I think that he kind of George Pickens kind of shot himself in the foot when he went to the media and saying he don't want to block for this, block for that. I guarantee you got threatened when he came back to work on Monday. And yeah, so I promise you, he's gonna be blocking today. I promise you that. I promise you that he will be running cardio for about half the game. And
that game starts in about 4 hours.
I mean,
but it doesn't matter if he blocks, because now we got past the serious talk. Now let's really talk how we talk. Jake Brown is finna do the boys dirty. I'm just not about to lie to you, bro. He about to do these boys. He about to pick them apart. He about to pick them apart.
It doesn't matter if they're blocking.
Listen, it don't matter if they block it. It don't matter. Jake Brown he about to put the work on these guys, man. He's about to say any, meeny, miny, mo. You open, he go. That's how it's gonna go.
Who you got?
You. Oh, you know how I got. I'm standing with Jake Brown, man. I'm going with Burrow 2.0.
Wow.
Corey, what's your take on it? What do you got?
Bengals. I hate to say it. Man. I mean, they're both AFC North teams. Definitely. I'd rather go for the Bengals than the Steelers for the history that we have with Baltimore. And I've been saying they not it. Kenny Pickett, not it. Mitch Trubisky, don't believe in him. But
they started Mason Rudolph.
Yeah, they started Mason Rudolph.
Where is Myles Garrett so he can swing that helmet, but boy? Where is Myles Garrett? I need to see that
Mason
again.
Rudolph is starting, so I just want to let you guys know it don't matter. It don't matter.
Sorry, Tomlin. Like I said, right off.
He's probably the best quarterback. He's probably the best quarterback on that depth chart, and he's the last one. He's the last one on it. That's crazy.
Mo, give me your take.
Anthony, I just want to let you know my uncle watching, and
your team sucks.
Yeah, they do.
They're getting bodied.
Hey, I'm going with the Bengals, man. It's just too much Steelers dysfunction. It's too much, man. Them receivers, them little young, stupid receivers, man. You know how many people want to play for the Steelers, even though I don't like them. But they're a historic franchise. But Bengals about to get them out of there. Browning on fire. He been cooking everybody we didn't think he could cook. He's going to continue to cook.
All right. And what about you, Tyler?
Oh, I already said, dude, it's going to be the Bengals all the way. Like I said, Justin confirmed it with me by saying it doesn't matter if he's blocking or not.
Don't matter.
Bengals are going to run him over, and it's especially with Browning. He's going to want to do what Burrow did. He's going to want to take these guys to the Super Bowl. He's playing his heart out, and then with knocking the Steelers out, it's only going to help them secure that playoff place even better.
He's going to secure more than that.
Let me see.
He's going to secure a starting role.
Yeah, and so he'll blow this. He's going to, especially for Steelers, If they demolish them, which I think they're planning on doing, it's only up for them. It's gonna be Bengals.
Role somewhere. It's gonna be.
Yeah.
Let me give you guys
an opposing thought. We say it constantly on this podcast about how once we got tape on somebody, we start to beat them, right?
Yeah.
And Browning has looked phenomenal. Not good. He's looked as though he's Joe Burrow. I've shown you guys multiple stats that say that they got the same stats. In fact, in some ways, he's got better stats than Joe Burrow. What I will say, calm down, Mo. Calm down. Relax. Relax. What I will say is that, is this the week?
No.
Is this the week? We're in the fourth, fifth week now with Browning.
Not the Steelers.
The week where they finally look at that video and say, there goes his weakness. There's his tell. He likes to go this way. He likes to do this. He likes to do that. I'm going to take that away from him.
Not the Steelers. It'll be the Chiefs.
Next week.
I want to say you guys got to remember he's got weapons all around the field.
I don't think Chase
he
is
can
playing
get the
again.
Ball.
Chase got a broken shoulder, man. He ain't playing.
Look what he did with Higgins.
He's got T. Higgins by himself again, but he still has Mixon. He still got Higgins
and Boyd. So he's still got weapons. And Irv Smith.
Let me say Boyd's name.
This guy is. Oh yeah, because he dropped that one touchdown.
I'm a better receiver than Boyd.
Damn.
He's on a 1-year contract, $750K. He's gonna be a starter somewhere next year if he continues at this pace. Somebody's gonna offer him some money.
I'll take him to the Jets.
You know what it is? Is that these games he's winning, they're not blowouts. They're close games.
Yeah,
he's making the right decisions. He's making the right decisions when sitting back in that pocket. So I give the boy his flowers, man. So I don't think despite film or not, he still makes the correct decisions if need be. I give the boy his flowers, man. He's gonna be a starter somewhere.
If he's going to get exposed, it's going to be against the Chiefs. It's not going to be against the Steelers. That's going to be the opportunity to see if he'll be exposed or not.
The only game that he had that was a blowout was the Colts, 34-14. So he's right. The other ones were close.
All right. Well, my take on it is I still see the Bengals winning the game. Don't think I was going the other way with it. I think the Steelers suck. Mo's uncle, your Steelers suck. I say
trash.
I said it. They trash.
Baltimore owns them.
Okay. Now, the Bills. The Bills have been on a tear of victories that is needed to get into the playoffs this year. They seem to be past the worst of their journey in beating the Chiefs and the Cowboys. But we have always said Josh Allen plays to the level of his competition. And now he goes to go play the Los Angeles Chargers, who are 5-9. My question to you is, can Josh avoid being tripped up and taking them too lightly and end up losing this game and knocking his team out the playoffs? Remember, he put them in this trench to begin with. So now they have to get out of it. Mm-hmm. Tyler, give me your view. We're going to save Justin for last. I know you're a biased Bills fan.
It's hard to. This is going to be for a playoffs. This is definitely to clinch some playoffs. This is the time to shine at the moment. Mr. Overrated. So for me, I don't think he is. I think they're on a roll. I think they're on a roll right now, and because they know they weren't well in the beginning. They made some mistakes, fixed some mistakes, pushing their way through now. I think this is an opportunity where don't take anyone lightly. Do what you can to secure the spot. If we got to beat them 50-0, beat them 50-0. Who cares? I think Josh Allen knows that this is his opportunity to push them forward.
I got you. Corey?
Josh Allen put him in this hole and looks like he's going to dig them out the way they're going. This game should be a cakewalk for him. What's the kid's name? Easton Stick.
Exactly.
Stick.
What's his name? It don't matter what his name is.
A fifth-round draft pick. He is not gonna take them to the promised land. Look what happened against the Raiders.
Look what the Raiders did to them.
Yeah, that's what I just said. I guess you want to like.
I think we should let Justin go.
What I'm saying. Yeah, go ahead.
I hate how y'all even
go ahead.
Yeah, talk about. I'm not even gonna let y'all finish, bro. No, I don't want to hear that shit no more. Listen, y'all talk about. Oh, is he gonna dig up? Who he playing? Who? They not playing nobody. This is a team. They're like 2-11. Why are they even in the conversation?
Well, they're 5-9. Let's not get carried away.
Yeah, why are we even worried about this team, bro? I could go quarterback the Buffalo Bills and win this game.
It's not that, Justin. He's
in his bag. He just said so. Basically, what we've heard today already, and we early in the show, is that he's a better receiver than Boyd, and he can go quarterback the Chargers right now to the promised land.
He's a more. It's not that, Justin. It's Josh Allen put the Bills in this hole. You know that they're not in the playoffs. They need help to get in.
Accountability.
It's more or less is he gonna dig them out?
Yeah, and he gonna use Diggs to dig them out because Diggs want to be emotional, go on social media, and he want to go ahead and sit here and be like, "Oh, I don't get the ball," so he gonna go send messages to his brother, being all emotional. How about you be a grown ass man? You saw your quarterback 1-on-1, and you get each other right, bro. I don't like how this. You know me. If y'all know me personally, I don't like them. I don't like social media. I stay off it. I don't really like the drama. But you bring in your dirty laundry in social media and go and send messages to your family members, in the case may be, that's corny to me. You need to sit down. You need to sit down with your quarterback, have a 1-on-1, heart to heart, whatever case may be. Y'all both could have sat out last week because y'all didn't do nothing last week. You know what I'm saying? I'm expecting them to come in as a duo this week and really show the Chargers they trying to throw up 72. I'm trying to see Josh Allen throw up 100 right now. That's what I want to see because you took the week off last week, so your arm is nice and rested because you only threw for 92. So now James Cook, he tired. His leg still hurt from last week. Let him sit down, and that's it, bro. Like this is not even a conversation. This game shouldn't even be in the topic of conversations for us. And the reason why we bring it up is because Josh Allen is overrated. He's not overrated. Since y'all started saying it, I defended him, and look where he's brought y'all back into. He went from he was seed number 11. And now he's right there in the wild card race.
No, they're not.
But winning out, he's winning out. No, he's not yet.
They're 8-6. They're number 9 Yeah, but they also.
He needs theme music.
They need help.
Like I said, the Chiefs. I said the Bills were going to win out. I said that.
Yeah, they have a good chance. I'm not saying they can't. I'm saying he has to dig them out, but they need help. They need other teams to lose. You've got the Browns. You've got the Bengals. You've got
Houston.
Houston. You got the Colts.
Just lost
the Jags. He only out one game
not
though.
Gonna do nothing. Yeah, he's one game out, and Houston about to take us out this weekend. That's all it is.
Okay, but Houston's not a wild card team right now. The wild card teams are Cleveland, the Colts,
the Bengals,
and the Bengals, and all three of them look like they're going to win their games this week.
Mm-hmm.
So even if the Bills win their game, they're no better or no closer to the wild card. What I'm saying is that not only winning all of his games, but he needs help from other teams that have to lose in order to get. He could win every game. He could be the MVP. He could be Superman out there and still find himself.
That's Trevor Lawrence
home in January.
Can you pull up the graphic of all the playoff standings and everything?
What I say wrong, Mo? Trevor Lawrence is Superman right now.
No, not the playoffs. Not the playoffs. I'm talking about all the teams with the records.
I agree. Trevor Lawrence made of something else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what I'm saying right here. Yeah, I see it. So this is what I'm saying right here. Well, what I see right here, and me and you spoke on this earlier, which I doubt will happen, but we spoke on this yesterday. That is a possibility. I'm not gonna sit here and say it's good, it's for certain, but it's a possibility the Bills win the division.
Yes, it is.
Yes, there.
We spoke on that. Correct.
Corey and I were playing with
with Houston losing this week,
with the playoff
if they was to lose, because I don't got the script. They ain't sent it to me yet. But with Houston losing, if Houston loses this week, the Bills move up to number 8. Well, 1 week left. Will tie for between the Bengals and the Colts. We still got 2 weeks left to play.
You got division.
This is what I'm saying is that if he wins out, there is a strong possibility he makes that 7th seed. And when he does, I promise you, I'll be sitting here with a Josh Allen jersey. And y'all think y'all can get shut up now? Imagine when he does that.
But it's not. We're not saying he can't.
Here's what needs to happen, because the wild card, yes, he can still get it. He just needs help. The division, they can get it, but again, they need help, and the help they need is that Miami has to lose 2 games. Okay, and by the 2 games that I mean, number 1, he's got to win out, which includes the final week when they play Miami. He's got to win that game, right? But Miami needs to lose to tomorrow or next week.
Yeah, they got Dallas, then Baltimore.
They've got to lose.
Bills.
So
I love it.
And like I said, they got Dallas. I personally have Dallas winning tomorrow. So that might help you right there. Baltimore, okay.
Come on, bro.
They should beat the Dolphins.
Beat the shit out of them.
They should beat the Dolphins. So there's really almost like, if they win out, they could actually win the AFC East.
Yep.
And Miami could find themselves outside of the playoffs if none of the other wild card teams lose.
And that game would be down in Miami.
Yes. Because they already went to Buffalo and got spanked by the Bills.
Yeah.
Yeah, Josh Allen right over here. Right here. Hold that. Hold that. Tyreek Hill right here. Offensive player here. No.
Oh, God.
That's for no reason. Tua, get him out of here, bro. Get him out of here.
Guys, just before the we'll get into that later, because I saw something on TikTok that was hysterical. This guy, he said he had a dream. He was talking about the Cowboy Dolphins game and saying it's going to be one of the greatest offensive games mind you, Mo, relax. It's a guy's dream. It was a guy's dream. Okay?
I don't know who you think you're
person's dream.
I know I've been quiet, but the quietness is over now since we want to talk about that.
Damn, how much are you pouring?
I thought the same thing.
I'm tired of it.
He went to a red Solo cup and just started pouring straight vodka.
With a splash.
Damn! That's what I'm fucking talking about, Mo. That's what I'm talking about for flavor.
No, but he was saying that I had to like it. I'll share it with you guys after the show, but it was hysterical because he said that Dak was going to have the greatest offensive game he's ever had, throwing for over 400 yards with 4 TDs. There was going to be 11 touchdowns scored in the game. Tyreek was going to score 3 touchdowns and for over 300 yards, but the Cowboys were going to come out victorious, and the score was going to be like 48 to like 37 or some crazy ass
yards.
And I sat there and I went, "That shit'll be awesome." That shit'll be awesome.
Shit.
Then the guy woke up, had to clean his sheets, and come back to reality.
Yeah.
You know what ticks me off about Miami though?
What's that?
You know why they put themselves in pickles and they can't beat top tier teams? Because they forgot about Jalen Waddle. They forgot about every other weapon outside of Tyreek Hill. Except the running backs. But how do you forget about Jalen Waddle? Because where did this come from? Before Tyreek got there?
Mm-hmm.
So I could believe that because he said Tyreek scores 3. I could believe that because
3 touchdowns
with 300 yards.
That shit was awesome. You know why it was awesome?
300 yards.
You know why it was awesome to me? Because I sit there and I'm dying I want Tyreek to break the record. Right? I want him to do that 2,000, but I don't want that motherfucker to beat the Cowboys either. So I was happy with the dream.
He's still questionable, and he was limited in practice Thursday and Friday.
I know
expect him to play because their future is kind of shaky.
I hope he plays, and I hope he's a little hampered by it. You know what I mean? I hope he's kind of limping around. I want him to be fine for next week, but don't be good this week.
Nah, he don't need to be fine next week.
Let him be fine next week.
Nah,
It'll be interesting. I hope. Interesting.
You know, Now I hope he get that 300 with 6 touchdowns against y'all, and then he come into Baltimore limping and hurt, and I can't play, and then it's okay. That's what I hope now. And then it'll be a good matchup because then we get, if the Bills win, they knock Miami out and win the division. But if Miami wins, they keep the division and knock the Bills out. That'll be great. That'll be good.
All right, speaking of knocking out, check it out. Corey and I sat down yesterday to play with the NFL.com playoff machine to see what would happen. Okay. And what we found is that there is a scenario where the Vikings can take the division away from Jared Goff and the Lions. But is it likely?
Look at him. Okay.
Right now, currently, the Vikings hold the number 7 spot in the wild card. They are in the wild card team. So I'm gonna go to you, Tyler.
So you did a just like a random just like a random prediction, and it said
no. This is the NFL.com playoff machine. For those who don't know, they give you all the games, and you pick who wins each game.
Okay,
every week, and as you pick the games, it changes who's in the playoffs based off of the wins and losses.
Okay.
So if you pick the Cowboys to beat the Dolphins, obviously it would rank them higher than the Eagles, and they would show you the playoff tree. Okay. So there is a scenario. Obviously, the Vikings have to win out, obviously, but there is a scenario where the Lions, who have been on top of that division the entire season, end up losing that spot and end up falling into a wild card.
Yeah,
what I'm asking, is it likely?
So the scenario the only possible scenario, because I don't think it's going to tell you what the scenario could be. It's just going to say there is one. The only scenario it is if the whole team just breaks all their ankles, and then their second string breaks all their ankles, and then the third.
That's the San Francisco one.
You smart. You smart.
You see that. Because in all honesty, if you want to bring up probability and all this other stuff, technically there's always a chance. That's just basic science. It's always a chance, whether it's 1% or 99%. This is the 1%, and the 1% is where the whole Lions first string just gets COVID or gets horrible diarrhea the day of the game and they can't play, and then that's the end of it. No, there is no chance. The chance is so minimal, it's not even funny. The Vikings suck, and the Lions are going to run.
So let me say this. So then, why did the Lions lose to the Bears and the Packers?
Because mistakes happen.
The Lions have the Vikings this week, the Vikings the last week, and in between they play Dallas. On the flip side, the Vikings have Minnesota, the Lions, Green Bay, and then the Lions again. I don't know who made these schedules like that, but that's just crazy. 3 divisional games to end off the season. So it is possible. I mean, the guy played good. What's the backup over there? He played good last game against the Bengals. They lost.
Even if Doctor Strange has to hold the finger up and go,
there's just one. There's one possibility, and I won't take it away. I'm not saying there's not a possibility. Right. I'm just saying you're dealing with a 0.001% chance of this possibility happening, because the fact is the Lions are going to spank the Vikings both times, and it's over.
Justin,
that's what's going to happen.
Can you do the knee part again, please? Can you
just getting spanked? That's what I'm talking about. That guy's going to be sore later.
What are we talking about?
Whoa!
So y'all didn't have nothing else to do at work. Y'all said, let's talk about the Vikings and the Lions.
This week, we weren't doing nothing.
Yeah.
Obviously, because there's no chance No chance in hell for the Vikings to put the Lions out.
You got to play with the generator. It's a possibility, man.
Last time he played with the generator, he had the Jets in the 7th seed.
There we go.
I'm not gonna forget about that. I'm not gonna forget about that.
Happy. I was able to play it. There's a scenario that the Jaguars end up at the number 2 spot. I had to play with a lot of stuff, bro.
Yeah. Everybody wants to die. That's what I'm saying.
Everybody died.
Everybody died. What happened?
Here we go to the next topic. What in the world is this at the bottom? I know y'all was bored. Y'all was bored.
Slow day.
Nick Mullins is gonna lead the Vikings to beat the Lions out for a playoff spot. That's what y'all telling me. Nick Mullins.
Man. Christmas
Anything
miracle
is possible. Yeah.
Christmas miracle.
Okay. So since anything is possible, Baltimore is gonna lose out for the rest of the season.
Why you got to do that? Why?
I bet you won't say it now.
I gave you something. I gave you nice compliments about Jacksonville.
I bet you won't say it now. I bet you won't say it now. Anything is possible. Okay, Kevin Garnett.
Yo, I gave you nice compliments about Jacksonville, and you got to go this far. You got to go far. You got to hit low.
This. I'm putting cases on all you bitches.
I came up with the idea. I came up with it because I was looking. I ain't gonna lie. I came up with the idea. I'm trying to see everything.
Totally
I'm trying to see every possibility we got out there.
All right,
I know we got past this purple
I got one
shit.
for you. I got one for you. Let me tell you about Christmas miracles. Okay. If I would have told you at the beginning of the season about a team that would lose their starting franchise quarterback, then lose the franchise running back for the season, and would have 3 different quarterbacks taking over for the rest of the season,
there we go,
and run a committee of running backs, including a running back that they cut last season, then to sign an aging quarterback far past his prime who would look amazing in the games that he has played, all because his defense has stepped up, even with injuries, and they have led this team. All of this happening while being in the most competitive division in the NFL. Would you believe that they would only be 2 games from the best record in the AFC? And there is a scenario where they can steal the division from the Baltimore Ravens.
I want y'all to stop this right now. I want y'all to stop this right now. You stop it. You stop it right now. Also, you know what this knife is for? This knife is for you, Mike Caldwell, defensive coordinator of the Jacksonville Jaguars, because this is your fault. All you had to do was stop Flacco, and you didn't do it. You didn't do it. Now I got to hit this bull of a movie season. Look what you did. Look what you brought me to, Mike Caldwell.
But think about this. If for whatever reason, what crazy thing, the Browns were to take the division, go to the playoffs with all that's happened in this season, can you imagine if they won a fucking Super Bowl? They would make this movie, man. They'd make this fucking movie. I'm telling you.
Look what you brought me to, Mike Caldwell. YouTube press
this brown streak
coordinator. Look at this. Yeah, brown streak. The only brown streaks need to be in draws, and they don't even need to be there. All right, wipe your ass. I'm tired of this
Just
brown
saying,
shit.
Mo.
Let's go.
Possibility. It's a possibility. That's all I'm saying. Look where they are, man.
They're the 5th seed, and they got a better record than the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah, that's what I'm
the
saying.
4th
Look
seed.
where they are,
Yeah.
man. It's a possibility.
They're 9-5. They're right there with Kansas City. I mean, everything is possible. Everything is possible. One big injury could change a lot. But look what the Browns have done with multiple big injuries.
Tyler, can you chime in, please, Tyler?
Tyler, what do you think? Is there a way, because they're going to beat the Texans, especially without Stroud?
Let's see. Let me look up the Browns' schedule. What do they have?
Oh, you do that, Justin.
They got
How do you feel about the Browns?
Texans.
I love the Browns. I love the Browns. I love everything about the Browns. Like I said, I said it last week, and I'm gonna say it again. This is the most completed football team in the NFL. And I said it last week, and y'all can't argue with me. This is the best offensive line in the league. They have a solid number 2 running back. Solid number 2. They have a number 1 in Amari Cooper. And you went out and got Elijah Moore. You know what I'm saying? You got an okay number 2. And then you have one of the juggernaut tight ends in the league. And I haven't even mentioned the all pro defense. I haven't even mentioned that. I haven't mentioned the defensive player of the year that's sitting on the other side of that line. I think this team, and now you went ahead and got yourself an old, I'm going to say this because before y'all hop on my head when I say this, an old Super Bowl winning quarterback.
He's 38, yeah.
Yeah, old. He's old.
Mm-hmm.
Super Bowl winning quarterback who can go ahead and manage the game and make the throws you need and put it in the bucket to win these games. This is not a surprise to me. I'm not disagreeing with nothing y'all saying because there is a possibility that Lamar Jackson tears ACL tomorrow.
Why we got to keep talking about Baltimore? Why we got to keep talking about Baltimore? Let's
Tyler Huntley ain't gonna do it for you.
Everything runs through Baltimore.
Yeah, I know, and so does that knife.
You know
all right,
Mike Caldwell, count your motherfucking days.
All right, so with the rest of the schedule, so the Browns, they're going to beat the Texans, they're going to beat the Jets, they're not going to beat the Bengals. And then with Ravens, they got 49ers coming up. That's going to be a phenomenal game. I'm still debating on who's going to win that one.
You're debating?
I'm debating.
Real?
I'm teetering. I'm teetering a little bit.
You got the best 2 teams in the NFL. I don't think there's anything wrong with debating.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm still looking. I'm still thinking. When we go to predictions, I'll give it then. I'm still kind of teetering a little fourth because these are 2.
Come with me. Come to the dark side.
I mean, you got to think about Baltimore because when it comes to the MVP slots,
yeah,
Purdy's 1, Lamar Jackson's 2. So already both those quarterbacks are considered MVPs. They're going up against each other.
But they also have CMC.
That's the thing. And Christian McCaffrey is also with the Ravens, or going against the Ravens. So and he's in 5th for MVP. But see, Baltimore, and then they got the Dolphins. I think they're going to beat the Dolphins. And then they got the Steelers. They're going to wipe the floor with them. And we can say all day, we can say this over and over again. You might as well name this episode this. There's a chance. There's a probability. There's a possibility. There's always that possibility unless you're actually eliminated.
It's a Christmas miracle.
And Christmas
miracle.
Yeah, where 3 ghosts visit you and then convince this rich tycoon person to actually have a heart. Ain't happening no more, all right? These rich tycoons are making 300% more money than anybody. It's not happening anymore, all right? Bah humbug that fucking statements. At the end of the day, at the end of the day, I think the Browns are going to make a run, but I don't think they're going to do it. I think at the end of the day, Baltimore's going to stay on top.
What are you on?
All right. Well, before I even go to this next topic, hold on.
And a happy new year.
What are you on today?
Before I go to the next topic, I wanted to
I can't wait to talk about this.
All right. Here we go. Both Dallas and Miami come into the game with a 10-4 record. Both are number 2 in the conference. Both have questions as to can they win against other winning teams? Or can they win on the road? Both have the best home records in football. Both are high-scoring offenses and pass-first defenses. But someone has to win. I'm going to go right away to you guys.
Dolphins.
These 2 teams are identical. The only difference is the Cowboys have beaten a couple of teams with winning records. That's the only real difference. The Dolphins haven't beaten anybody with a winning record. But the Dolphins are home. And they have the 2nd best home record in the NFL. They've only lost once. Cowboys haven't lost at all. They have the best record, but they're not playing at home. They're playing away. They are 2-3 with winning team. I think they're 2-3 on the road. And they play far. They don't play as well as they normally play when they're home. Can they still beat the Dolphins? Or what are you expecting to see from this game? I'm going to start with Corey.
Oh, San Antonio Spurs, same state, so I'm going with Dallas. I feel Dallas is ashamed. They're embarrassed after last week. And like I said last week, that there was a chance that they could lose because Dallas was on that streak. And it seems like that's always their scenario. They get hot, they play good a couple games, and they lose one, and they go right back to winning. Miami is very questionable with the injury to Tyreek Hill, a couple other key players. And we both know that both of these teams are set to win with a lead because they have great secondaries. Do I feel Miami's a little bit superior? Yes, they're secondary, but I don't think they're going to get the job done. Dallas is going to fix the problem. They're definitely going to stop the run, and they're going to force Tua to pass, and that's going to be the kryptonite right there for Miami. Without having that run game, they aren't getting anywhere because that's what they did with Buffalo too. I mean, that's what Buffalo did to them.
Justin, how do you take on this?
I see Dallas taking this one, and I honestly, to be very honest with you guys, I don't see it being close at all. I see Dallas like really putting pain on Dolphins, and I'll tell you what. Dallas has a top tier defense, right? As much as y'all want to say about that defense, Dallas defense come to work. Now, I know they got embarrassed last week, but what do you expect from my guys? You know what I'm saying? But listen, Dallas has a blueprint for the Dolphins because Dolphins are one-trick ponies. Now, before you grab your mic, we just said it earlier. Jalen Waddle is underused, and without Tyreek Hill, it looks like they lost. Right? I believe more in Dak Prescott than I believe in the Dolphins without Tyreek Hill.
Wow.
And I stand on that. And
When I say that, and also,
well, he's questionable.
He's questionable, and he was limited in practice Thursday and Friday.
I believe in Dak Prescott more than I believe in Tua without Tyreek Hill. Also, the Dolphins defense is hurt. Not in the secondary wise, not DB wise. I'm talking about that front seven. That front seven's hurt. That if Dallas can run the ball and take time off that clock, force Tua in them situations where he don't want to be in and where the clock is running and he can't really make the pinpoint decisions the way he should, Tua's gonna cripple up like he always does. I see Dolphins line drive. I mean, I see Cowboys line drive taking this game.
Why you had to say cripple and not crumple? Y'all going right back to the port. Yes.
Tyler, I want your take before Mo takes the mic again.
I think it's going to be a close game. I think it's still going to be a close game. I think Hill's going to play because this is a very important game. He did limited practice on Thursday. Limited because seeing how he feels. They don't want to push him too hard. They want to give him that time to rest, but they want him to move a bit to see how he feels. I think he's going to play. And do we think Cowboys fixed their running defense now when they haven't fixed it all season? That's the question. Is this the moment in time where they fixed it? I'm going to go ahead and say they haven't fixed it yet. I think that they know with Hill being injured, they think that it's something they don't need to worry about. And they're going to try to take advantage of that. I think I'm going to go with Dolphins because I think Hill is going to run through. I don't think the Cowboys have fixed that running defense. I think Hill's going to come in. Even if he's not playing at 100%, he's still going to give it something, and it's still going to be enough to break that defense because I don't think they fixed it.
Okay. Mo, grab your mic. That was
the saddest okay I've heard. I'm sorry.
I don't believe you.
If Tyreek Hill plays this game, old ass Gilmore will not be able to do anything with him. Jalen Ramsey is still on that team, and he only has to cover one person. That's CeeDee Lamb. So that's an out. Dallas did not fix that run defense. That's a Miami win for me. It's going to be close. I don't think it's going to be no blowout. This ain't hate. This ain't nothing other than me just saying Miami is going to win at home against Dallas because Dallas is not a good road team and Miami is a good home team. This is where the two identical teams meet. And rubber meets the road. Now, for all that other bull y'all was talking about of this blowout, Justin, you said that, didn't you?
Yeah, Justin said.
Yeah, I did, and I'm staying on it.
How is this going to be a blowout? Because
you asking me, you want me to tell you?
Xavier Howard, because Xavier Howard is hurt.
Let me tell him.
Who ain't, huh?
No, you wanted to know. I told him. I said, no. He said, you want him to tell you. I said, no. Let me tell him when he's done.
Because Xavier Howard has been what he is right now, hurt, limping all over that field all season. He is the hindrance on that defense when it comes to covering the other corner. But the other,
the other
receiver. The other receiver, when Jalen is the number one corner covering this side of the ball, because he's been phenomenal since he came back. But come on, man. Ain't no way y'all think there's gonna be no blowout. There ain't no way you think there's gonna be no blowout. Both of these teams, well, no. Dallas, more than Miami, has beaten top tier teams. But this where it stopped for me. Because it's a home game for Miami. Now, if they was in Dallas, I'd say Dallas easily. But not in Miami. Not happening. Not in that hot-ass stadium.
All right. We good?
Well,
yeah.
Well,
hold on.
This.
Hold on.
Well,
He wanted to know. To know. Let me tell him how it happens. I'm going to tell you how it happens. It happens because the hubris of Tyreek Hill playing, because I believe you're right. I believe Hill is going to play. Here's what's going to happen. Hill's going to want that record. The rest of the Dolphins are going to want to give him that record. Instead of running the fucking ball like they should do, like the recipe has been put forth by everybody who's beaten the Cowboys. Like I just said last week of why the Cowboys lost to the Bills, that they were exposed and the recipe is there.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of them doing that, instead of them following directions, they're going to pass the fucking ball. Okay? They're going to pass the ball and they're going to go right into the trap of the Cowboys because that's their bread and butter. They can't stop a run, but they can stop the pass. So what they're going to do is now they're on level fields. And then once the Cowboys get the lead, it won't be much of a lead. It'll be a 7-point lead. Now the Dolphins are playing from behind, which they don't do. And they don't beat winning teams. They just don't fucking do it at all. Forget
but
whether
how do y'all get up?
Away, they don't beat winning teams at all.
But how do the Cowboys get up? When y'all get up,
they only need to score one right away. Once they
score one with CeeDee Lamb. But if CeeDee Lamb ain't scoring that one, then who you got?
They got Pollard, and the Dolphins don't have no run defense either.
Yeah,
I just said that front seven's hurt.
Okay, what I'm saying to you is that they're both identical teams. They're fucking twins. They're twins.
Yeah.
Okay. So the same thing, the same reason. If they followed the recipe, they'd win. But unfortunately, Hill should not be starting this game. Hill should be sitting his ass down, getting healthy for next week when he plays Baltimore, because they're gonna need him to be healthy.
No.
Okay. He should be sitting his ass down and leaving Waddle out there, and it should be the A-Chain Mostard show. Just like it was in Buffalo when Josh Allen was bright enough to take a step back and say, I can throw for 90 yards. I don't care. I don't need 300 yards. I'm going to let James Cook run for 174 and win this game. And guess what's going to happen? At the end of the game, even though he ran for almost 200 yards, they ain't going to talk about him. They're going to talk about me as MVP. That's what should be happening in Miami tomorrow. That's not what will happen. Hill will come back because he needs 154 yards per game to break that record, and he's hunting for 100
games to do that.
And Tua is going to be trying to throw that ball to him. And when he tries to throw that ball to him, they're going to pick his ass because Bland is waiting on him. Bland, who already broke the record for pick sixes this year, is looking for Tua to do it again.
Bland is going to be
that's
covering.
How it's going to go down.
He's going to be tired.
How does that happen? That's how it happens.
Bland is going to be tired because he's going. Bland ain't going to be okay. So
Bland's not playing Hill.
No, he's playing Waddle. He's going to be tired. Yeah.
So when
There's
they go
some cardio going on around there.
Cardio. Okay, to Hill, they're not going to be watching Bland. And then Bland's going to get that ball because that's how he gets his intos.
Another thing I want to add real quick. Can we stop the narrative that Dallas is a bad road team? Can we stop that? They're not. They're not a bad road team. Do you guys know who they lost to on the road?
They're an average road team. They're 3-4 away.
They're 3-3.
Who did they lose?
Who they lost?
No, they're 2-3 on the road, right?
2-3.
They've got 7 wins at home.
They lost to the 49ers. They lost to the Philadelphia Eagles in a nail biter. And they lost to Arizona Cardinals. But I'm not gonna talk about that. But you know what I'm saying? This is in my opinion, they're not that bad of a road team.
They beat the Rams. Didn't they beat the Rams?
I think that I didn't say they're a bad road team. I just think they're an average road team.
I said that they only have a bad road team.
They only have 3 road losses, and 2 of them is to the 2 top teams in the NFC.
And Miami really has 2 losses at home, but 1 don't count because they were in London, I think, or England playing Kansas City. And Miami then the other loss was to Tennessee.
I said it week 3. They frauds. And I'm sitting here in week 16. I'm saying it again. They frauds.
Yeah, but they beat the Rams at home, didn't they?
Yeah.
Rams are
Dallas.
Yeah, Rams was home.
I'm just putting that out there.
The blowout thing is crazy to me, though.
I just don't think it'll be a blowout.
I told you they sent me the script. They sent it to me. It's in the mailbox.
You just said earlier they didn't send the script. Now you're lying. Now I can't trust you.
Let me know. They just let me know that it's in the mailbox.
All right, and here's my thing about it. Like I said, game plans are everything.
Yeah.
I was saving that one because I was going to tell you how the thing was going on because I got the script. Justin, I gave him a preview of the script when he stopped by my office yesterday to say that he loves his daddy.
Right? Nah, he ain't say that.
Look at the script for a second. Okay. But you know what? At the end of the day, that's how it's going to play out, man. The Dolphins are not going to follow what they need to be followed. The recipe was already laid out for them. They ain't going to follow that. They're going to try to make that cornbread, and they're going to add, I don't know, some crazy stuff.
Watermelon.
Cranberries.
You're a phenomenal cook. They're
going to add grape to the goddamn potato salad.
Yeah.
All right? Because they're not following the recipe. And that's why they're going to lose. And Dallas is going to, and we're going to sit back, and we're going to take that spot. That's right. Bling, bling.
Oh, man. Hey, listen, Miami Dolphins fans,
man.
Miami Dolphin fans. No, not even Miami Dolphin fans. Hold on, I need my knife.
Fred Bowie.
No. I ain't talking to Fred. Fred, I love you, man. Listen, Mike McDaniel. I
better not see you wearing them fucking sunglasses, all right? Put on your regular glasses.
It's cold.
It's not something you're gonna see.
It's wintertime. Hey, Mike McDaniel, run the fucking ball because if I have to put on a Dak Prescott jersey because of you,
it's gonna be bad.
I'm already looking at it on fanatics.com for you.
It's gonna be bad, brother.
I'll go in with you and buying that jersey for you.
Oh man.
You see that, Mike McDaniel? Let me tell you something. You see this knife?
Look at that.
Need a screwdriver?
I bring the screwdriver, the knife, and everything else, and then I bring a little bit of Tower vodka just so that I can get nice and right before I go ahead and I handle Mike McDaniel. Let me tell you something. You better not lose to these motherfuckers. Do you understand me?
All right.
Moving on.
Okay, moving on. The Philadelphia Eagles are on a 3-game skid, and now the finger pointing begins. Players are calling each other out, but not being committed. And my question to you, gentlemen, is what the hell is happening in Philadelphia?
They some hoes. Egos,
bro.
Ego hoes.
All it is, all ego.
Ego hoes.
Exactly.
See, I was worried when I saw the schedule because I sat there and I watched The Cowboys have to go against the Bills. I said, damn, that's a tough one. They got the Dolphins. I said, that's going to be a tough one. All right. And I went there and I went, damn, they got a tough schedule going forward. And I'm looking at the schedule for Philly, and they got the Giants twice.
And Cardinals.
And I went, oh, man. But with what's going on, I'm not saying they're going to lose. I'm saying I'm not as scared anymore.
Can I interrupt the broadcast, please? This is live.
Please.
Can I read to you what I just got?
What'd you get?
Trevor Lawrence back for Sunday, clears concussion protocol.
Thank God.
Look at his face, though.
No, seriously, man. Thank God.
Trevor Lawrence is going to have a brain of soup. Jello pudding. What the? All right, let's go on with the show. This is Trevor Lawrence's brain after the game. This is Trevor Lawrence's brain.
Jesus.
Right here.
Wow. That's your quarterback you talk about. That's my team. That's my quarterback.
That's my quarterback.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad. Go ahead, man. This is crazy.
But yeah, the Eagles are in a frenzy right now. Like they need to. It's a lot of internal problems. I know we just mentioned the Steelers' internal problems, but Eagles are in the same boat, in my opinion.
But why they got him? Can you tell me that?
You said what?
Why do they have him?
A quarterback who don't want to communicate with his team. A quarterback who get no, bro. Listen, that's what I'm telling you. When Jalen Hurts lost these 3 games back to back, did he rush the field after the game to shake the opposing quarterback's hand in the game? Ritual? No, he didn't. He went straight to the locker room like a sorry, sad little boy. You fucking lost, but you take it on the chin and you move on.
Yeah.
Instead of that, you want to play like you're sorry, like you've never been in the losing situation because you never have. Not like this. You took over the role. You're spoiled with winning, and when you don't know how to handle, take a loss. And when you do that, you bring that negative energy back into that locker room. And those guys who look at you as a leader, who depend on you, who sit here and be like, "We got Jalen Hurts, we're okay," and they see you pouting in that corner because you took a loss in the last couple minutes of the game, and you don't handle that. How are they supposed to look at you as a leader and someone who's going to come back up them next week? So I'm not blaming no coaching staff. I'm not blaming no players. I'm blaming one man and one man only. And that's Jalen Hurts, who's supposed to be the leader of the team.
All right, wait, let's cut that real quick. Look at the 3 teams he's lost to: 49ers, Dallas, and I can't help but
Drew
say,
Lock.
okay.
Drew Lock. He lost to Drew Lock.
That's okay. I'm okay with it. Like that's an L. 49ers and Dallas put a beating on them because they're really good teams. They got high-powered offense and they got good defense. Drew Lock, we can't say. When the 49ers went on their skid, they lost to the Browns because they had all the injury problems. They lost to the Minnesota Vikings, and then they lost to the Bengals. So
exactly.
We can't
counter your argument right there. You said injury problems. This is a
right. But what I'm trying to say is, look at the first 2 teams they lost to.
Look at the third team.
Who gives a shit? Corey?
The third team is
built
the third
same
team.
way. They've damn near built the same way.
I'm just saying.
Look at in the Super Bowl last year.
Look at the 2 teams they lost to first. You can't really like, oh well, they're on this skid. They went against powerhouse teams.
I tell you what, Corey, I actually differ on you a little bit. I agree with you. The first 2 losses, maybe you give them the pass on it. But I tell you what, after losing 2 games in a row, that 3rd game has a bigger importance. And you lost to the Seattle Seahawks with a backup quarterback.
I'm not saying that game.
I'm just saying.
I said that game. You give them that one. That's the one.
Is the worst loss of all of them. Forget the 49er loss. It's like
forget the Jets loss.
The losses that the Cowboys have taken, I can accept the 49er loss. The Eagle loss, that was barely a loss, right? It pissed me off, but I can accept it. It was to the Eagles, right? And they were at home. Okay. The Bills lost, they were hungry. And they weren't taking no for an answer. It pissed me off again, but I can accept it. But the Cardinals loss, at the beginning of the season is the angriest loss that I have to swallow, because there's no goddamn reason in the world why they lost to the Arizona Cardinals. All right. And that's the loss right there. That one game that shouldn't have mattered.
And Corey,
right now,
and Corey,
they're tied with the 49ers for the #1 spot in the NFC if they don't lose that game. So when that pissed me off, that pisses me off, right? So now when we talk about the Philadelphia Eagles, them losing to the 49ers, understood. Them losing to the Cowboys, understood. All right? That's fine. But you have to correct the ship. You got to right the wrongs.
Corey, we've been sitting up here all season on this show talking about the Philadelphia Eagles having too many close games, and then now it's starting to bite them in their ass. Why the fuck did y'all not correct that? And then you lose to the Seahawks. You didn't just lose to the Seahawks. You lost to Drew Lock.
Yes,
you lost to Drew Lock. And you lost to Drew Lock with A.J. Brown healthy and Devontae Smith healthy, and then you got everything. What injuries do they have?
I don't think you're missing the point. I said, yes, the Seahawk loss counts. I'm saying the other two,
the worst one. That's
it's
what
like they don't really count because they went against powerhouse teams. That's what I'm saying. The three losses in a row. The first two teams were like, yeah, it's probably gonna happen. You knew the 49ers were on the tail.
Hold on, let me
not getting smacked though. You don't think you get smacked
by the 49ers?
The Philadelphia Eagles do not think they're getting smacked
by the 49ers
and the Cowboys. They do not think that they are getting smacked, manhandled.
By the 49ers,
there was no Vaseline in that game.
The 49ers didn't give them none. You got to remember the first game against Dallas, it was 28-24 or something like that. So you knew Dallas knew how they played. So Dallas was coming in to win that game. So me personally, I see it, them smacking them. Both those two games. I'm saying that the Seahawk loss shouldn't happen. I agree. They should correct the ship, but it happened. So now going forward, I think they're not playing any really good teams.
They haven't proved going forward. They change anything to.
No, I'm talking about the next three games, the last three games of the season.
Yeah, the last three games are important.
Yeah.
You can ask a question. Let's say we take away the last two, the first two, the Seahawks game. Who do you blame? Who do you blame for the loss?
For what? This game?
The Eagles losing the Seahawks game.
It's still Jalen Hurts.
So why is when I went on this little rant and said I'm blaming the captain of the team, you're gonna just cut it and we're wrong?
No, I'm not saying you're wrong. What I'm saying is you got to also look at the two opponents they lost to. It wasn't like the 49ers losing those three teams. Right.
He's talking about the last game. He's only
the first two game is understandable because we all went against the Eagles. But I was the only one who stood by my team because that's my team. But I promise you,
he was.
The Seahawks were not my team. I'm not bad. People came up to me, like I said, to bet me money because on the game. Well, guess what? My money don't grow on trees, bro, and I ain't about to lose my money on being some stupid. But any given Sunday. But my question to you is, why didn't Jalen Hurts go on the field and shake Drew Lock's hand, a backup quarterback at that, who came in and won the game fair and square, no cheating, no bullshit, outplayed you, but instead you want to go run to the locker room and then you have your center on his podcast talking about there's a lot of internal problems and airing your shit out, and you got players like A.J. Brown ready to fight DBs and arguing with you on a sideline on national television. Your star receiver arguing with you on national television to get him the ball. And you can't do that. But yet you're supposedly the MVP candidate, the number one MVP candidate through 15 weeks of football, and supposedly be the favorite to go back to the Super Bowl.
Let's be real. The only reason Jalen Hurts got confidence is because in that Alabama shit, he came back after Tua replaced him. He got a little bit of confidence, went to Oklahoma, had a good season. Now he had the Eagles. He feel like he could do something. He went to the Super Bowl. He got success way too early. He got here and got scared because he hold on to the ball too long. That's why he can't get the ball to A.J. Brown, because he can't just let it fly like he was doing last season. He's not getting the ball to Devontae Smith because he's forgotten about him. It's the same shit with Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. Devontae Smith is a phenomenal route runner.
I done said it all year long.
Route
I done said it all year long.
How the hell?
All right, gentlemen, let me ask you guys a question straight across. We're going to start with Mo and work our way left. Give me your pick. I know it's the Giants. I know the Giants are not, or they should not be up to the Eagles' caliber. They shouldn't. But it is a divisional rivalry, right? They play each other again in 2 more weeks. All right. And with the way that the Eagles have been playing, factor that in. Who do you have winning this game? Mo, we're going to start with you, work our way left.
Eagles, Giants get the next one.
Okay. Tyler.
You're
Tyler, your
muted.
mic's off.
Shit. All right, I'm back. So it's a home game for the Eagles, if I'm seeing this right.
Yeah, it's a home
Eagle.
game.
I don't know what this means. Next to it says 5-1 home. Does that mean the Eagles are 5-1 at home games?
Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. So they're 5-1. It's a home game. They're going against the Giants, even though that they're having this internal issue and other stuff like that. It's on Jalen Hurts, but I think Eagles will pull it. I don't think they'll lose to the Giants, even with all this stuff. I don't think the Giants are just up to par to take advantage of it.
Okay, Justin.
I think the Eagles gonna win this game. Simple fact is this is a statement game. You need to come out here and drop 50. You need to come out and let everybody know that you can still score. You can still score and do something. Just don't throw another interception. You interception leader of the NFL.
Damn.
Wow, shots fired.
Just don't throw another interception.
You know he's gonna.
Eagles win this game. They need it bad. They need it to stay in it. That's
stay
all.
In what? They
stay in it.
Conversation?
The ranking. Like
no, they need to stay in it.
They need to stay in it with Dallas. Like if you want the second seed instead of being 4th or 5th, you know?
Yeah, they can end up starting to really fall.
5th or 6th.
Here's the thing. I would love nothing more than the Giants to win this game. And I agree with Mo. I think the Eagles win this one and probably lose the final one in MetLife Stadium. Or at least I'm hoping. I would love nothing more than for the Giants to sweep them. Not as a Cowboy fan, not as a Giant fan, but just I don't like the Eagles. The way other people hate on the Cowboys, I hate the Eagles. I don't like them. I didn't like them before I started liking the Cowboys. I hate Philadelphia in general. I don't want to go to Philadelphia. I don't like anything about Philadelphia. I don't like the fucking Flyers. I don't like the Phillies. I don't like the Liberty Bell. Fuck Ben Franklin too. Okay? I hate Philadelphia.
Damn.
The whole city smells like shit. Okay?
All right, Bill Burr, calm down.
It sounds like he got robbed in Philly.
Bill Burr's my main man. Fuck Philly. Okay? But I don't like anything about Philly. So, you know what? I hope they fucking lose. All right.
There we go. I like when Anthony talk like that, man.
I'm sorry.
It doesn't happen often.
You getting excited or something over there? You calm down.
Whoa, freaky man.
Whoa, no.
Game of the week. The Dallas game was the pre-game of the week, but this is like in reality, Christmas Day, Christmas Spectacular, game of the week, real game of the week. I hate when Corey's crazy statements have validity because all it does is fuel more crazy talk from Corey. But Corey has said all year the Super Bowl colors of the logo, seen below on the right, in case y'all don't know, were an indicator to the teams playing in the Super Bowl. Currently, the top 2 teams in the NFL are the Baltimore Ravens and the San Francisco 49ers. Is this fucking happening? Is Corey? Am I going to have to listen to Corey going forward? Not going to start with his crazy ass. We're going to start straight up with Justin. Justin, we're going to skip Corey. Skipping Corey. Justin, am I seeing a Super Bowl preview?
No.
No.
I don't think so. No, I don't.
Who do you think will be out of it?
The Ravens, to be honest with you.
Wow.
Damn.
Who do you have in place of it? I'm curious.
The AFC is a very tough conference.
Don't skate it. Just give it to me, baby.
No. I'm just saying, if you want me to pick a team on top of my head, I'm going with the Browns, bro.
Ooh. Ooh. I don't know whether to hit you with a ding.
The Brown, bro.
Or go with the bra.
I'm going with the Brown.
I don't know.
I'm going with the Brown.
All right, Tyler. He just wow. Okay, Tyler.
I mean, we can all have hopes and dreams, and that's fine. I appreciate Justin talking about his hopes and dreams. I support. I'm a big supporter of it. But yeah, this is a Super Bowl preview in 100%. I think this is going to be one of the biggest games of the whole season. When they go up to the Super Bowl, it'll be the second time. Whoever wins this one, it'll fuel that fire for the Super Bowl when they meet each other again.
So it's
I'll explain why.
Do what?
I'll explain why I said what I said.
Right, but it's going to be media talk, is what you're telling me, Tyler. That like whoever wins the game is not really going to factor in for the Super Bowl, but rather it's going to be something that the media is not going to let go of.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those things that, let's just say, just hypothetical. Ravens beat 49ers, then they meet each other at the Super Bowl. That's what's going to be the talking point, was that this is the second chance. This is San Francisco's second chance. If it's vice versa, same thing. This is where they're going to focus on, because it's two juggernaut teams, which, even looking at this statistically, the 49ers, 5-1 at home, Ravens 6-1 away. So they both have advantages going into this, and both 11-3. It's gonna be Super Bowl preview 100%. And I want to know why. I want to hear what Justin has to say. Why the reason why he's bringing up why he doesn't.
I'll get there when we pick our picks for the game.
All right, fair enough.
Mo.
No, this is not a Super Bowl preview.
Thank you.
So who do you have in place of it? Same question for Justin.
Why would you do that to me?
Where's the knife?
Say it, bro. Say it. You want to say it. Say it. Stand by him, bro. I know you don't like him. Just stand by him, though. I ain't wrong.
I'm not saying
it's okay to get for the ops. It's okay to get.
I ain't wrong, bro.
I'm not saying
the ops are going to end up there.
It's logic, bro. You a football player. You know logic, bro. Tell me I'm wrong.
Who's it going to be? Who's going to be the other person?
Listen, out of all of them, the most solid defense in the AFC is the Browns. So,
do the 49ers make it, though?
Yeah.
Okay, 49ers Browns. Okay. Now I'm going to go to.
Now. Oh. For the NFC now.
Uh-huh.
He's picking his words. He's being really specific.
He gonna say it. Clip it.
Oh my God! Is he
clip it? He gonna say it. Clip it. Clip it. He gonna say it. Clip it. Clip it. He gonna say it.
Don't do us dirty, Mo.
He's getting ready.
He right there.
There's a possibility that
he about to go.
God, possibilities.
There's a possibility that the Dallas Cowboys.
God damn it! Fuck!
Clip it.
What the fuck, Mo?
I think he's seasoned right now.
I think he's been drinking. He's been drinking. You saw that last drink.
I've clearly been drinking.
He drank the whole thing and he put it down.
Mo's been drinking. You saw that last one? It was a splash of cranberry.
I wasn't going to drink no more. But I ain't going to drink no less.
No, Mo, get in your camera, Mo. Don't be hiding. No, get in your camera. That fucking... God damn it.
The hot take.
The hottest take.
I like that. I like
you
that.
You have to remember who the 49ers coach is. It's the same man that lost after being up 28. Wait, 25, right? It was 28-3 or whatever it was. This is the same man that blew the lead, man. He didn't.
I'm just going to keep on dinging you. Keep on talking.
I don't believe in Kyle Shanahan like that.
These are biased dings. That's all.
Yeah, he's just.
This is all biased. Thank you.
He's just digging.
Tyler, you believe in Kyle Shanahan?
He's one of the most successful coaches there is.
One of the most successful coaches win.
He's saying regular season.
Regular season, he has a lot of playoff wins.
Okay, so tell me about Mike McCarthy.
Game. He'll get to championship game.
So tell me about Mike McCarthy.
He wins the big game.
He does.
And that's why I fucking hate it.
But Mo, wasn't it just maybe
he ain't even say anything, and
doesn't matter. I read his mind.
Was it 2 weeks ago that you and me were on the same page on how Dallas can go ahead? They can be regular season juggernaut every fucking year. But what happens when it comes to the playoffs? What happens every time?
But
they don't have. They don't. Listen. Everyone watching live, it's all biased. You can see his hat. These are all biased. Fuck his little dings. Fucks his bros right now. It's all biased when it comes to this. At the end of the day, the Cowboys just don't have the ice.
They don't.
They don't have the ice.
But Kyle Shanahan don't either.
I see you, Justin.
Kyle Shanahan doesn't either. And that's what scares me. Because after that show, I went, man, I said all that about Dak, and then they coaches Kyle Shanahan.
Bruh. So you're trying to do a retract?
You're not wrong about the coaches, but right now we're talking about 2 MVPs.
I think out of
2 MVPs going into it.
I think out of these 2 teams, the ones that will make it to the Super Bowl would be the 49ers. I only added that last portion because
it's a possibility, and apparently that's our theme of the show.
Yeah, that's been the theme of the show. But the Ravens ain't going to no damn Super Bowl.
And they're not.
Because the AFC is the wild, wild west right now.
It is.
It's the wild, wild west. And all they got to do is because they won the game. They winning games, but it's like, are they like killing people?
I'm sorry. What happened with the Jacksonville game?
I'm about to bring you in. Let him finish his statement, man.
Oh.
Are you done?
He was playing with a concussion, but yeah, I'm done. Go ahead.
All right. Corey, now this is
pretty
your
average.
I kept you quiet. You've been sheepishly sitting in the corner, okay, not saying nothing, listening to everybody talk. Now it's your opportunity to talk, because you know what? I'm literally saying to you that I hate when you're fucking right.
He's about to cut
let me explain to Tyler what it is.
He's about to cut a promo.
So the last 2 Super Bowls, the colors have matched the 2 teams that have went to the Super Bowl in the logo.
And it's not necessary. It's coincidence, Tyler.
Yeah. So it's become
Corey's believing that shit.
How?
You think that's an Easter egg of the script? You think that's the NFL script as they sit there and just do that to the logos to see if people catch it?
That's what Corey said. Corey said that.
All right,
man, they fucked up because they let everybody know, and I know now that the 49ers and Baltimore are going to make the Super Bowl.
Now to this low down, no good, dirty dog Mo.
Damn!
Not shutting out nobody. Texans week 1, 25-9. Browns week 4, 28-3. Lions 38-6. Seahawks 37-3. Let's keep going. Jaguars 23-7 in Jacksonville, and you were witness to that massacre that happened.
Where's those dings, Anthony? Come on, man.
I'm going to tell you something about my team. We have not been the best offensively all season long. Our defense has broken at times, but yet we are the most consistent team in the AFC. And you dare to say we are not going to the Super Bowl or we can't make it? I think not. Where's your Kansas City juggernauts? They're looking back. Why don't you hire Kadarius Toney to catch? Why don't you have him pour you a drink? All right?
Bruh.
That's where I'm at with you. Oh, well, I mean, it's the truth because they were the juggernauts. We are the only team in the AFC that's been consistent and that looks like a real powerhouse. The rest of the AFC has been a wild thing. Now, is this a Super Bowl preview? I sure think so, because in 2012, Jacoby Jones ran the lights out in the stadium against the San Francisco 49ers, and we went on to win a chip with Ray Lewis having the greatest defensive stand to end his career.
Motherfucking right!
So what you got to say now?
Damn.
What I have to say is my quarterback was playing with a motherfucking concussion. And what I also have to say is that y'all wasn't that motherfucking hard for us. Yes, I was there to witness it, and I got to witness it in real time. And what you will not do is act like y'all are so goddamn great. You still got losses, and with those losses come another one. This upcoming, what is it, Sunday?
Monday.
It's the Super Bowl
Monday, you lose to the 49ers, and that's going to knock you down some more. And then when you get your ass in the playoffs, you tell me what Lamar Jackson has done in the playoffs. Tell me right now. That's what I thought. Let's go.
Ooh.
We know he hasn't been there in the playoffs, and we've been in there hurt. We've done it all. But this looks like the time, my boy. He is a former MVP. He knows how to manage games. We have the best coach in the NFL in John Harbaugh, a Super Bowl winning MVP. We can control our team, and we've had some of the wildest players to come through. Ain't that the truth? Yeah. What's going on with the Jacksonville Jaguars? Because I feel that the Texans are coming to knock them out and take the AFC South from them. Or maybe it's going to be the Colts, because I don't think they're going to make it. Iron Man Trevor can't hang anymore because you have nobody. Zay Flowers, nothing. Where's Calvin Ridley been at? Nowhere. He can't get the ball. No run game ETN. Your only good look has been Evan Ingram, and he ain't nothing.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, though. You have nobody. Am I supposed to depend on the knees of OBJ? We know he'll tear ACL tomorrow while he's going down the stairs. So I don't want to hear about him, okay? All right.
I give him a walk.
Lamar's due for an injury. Do you want to continue to talk about that? Because he gets injured every single season. He's due for an injury.
Right?
Yo, look at his
Corey's muted the whole time. Corey's just yelling to nobody.
He muted
Corey,
himself.
you're muted.
Corey muted himself.
Plug the mic.
There you go, baby.
Let me run that back. You just said we have nobody, right? Guess what? Our nobodies beat you. You got somebody and can't win. Our nobodies play like a team. That's the difference. We play next man up. We play brother to brother, and that's called Raven football. It's been our motto. Ray Lewis donned it on this team, and it's continued today.
Damn.
Can we go to the next topic? I'm just glad I
Yes,
got
we
that
can.
out of him. Yes. We live, baby. We live from the Hill Podcast. Don't forget it.
Facts. All right. The next topic and my last topic is this.
Wait. Who's gonna win? We gotta know who thinks who's gonna win this game. Because I know I'll probably go a lone wolf. I'm standing alone. If that's the case, just play the lone wolf.
Aren't we doing it after this last topic? We'll go over all the games, who wins?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So my next topic and last topic is MVP versus MVP. Tyler said it multiple times. This game features Brock Purdy and Lamar Jackson, who are the leading candidates for the NFL MVP this season. How can one pass the other? And I'll tell you how. I need the Ravens to win this game. I need it. I'm not picking them, but I'm needed. Because Corey and I got into a heated conversation yesterday.
As heated as his last one?
Huh?
As heated as what just happened?
Oh, yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Charlie Banks had to pull us apart.
Fuck.
All right? Because, in my opinion, the MVP is Christian McCaffrey.
Yes.
Okay? Yet, I admit that because this award is given by the NFL, and I don't have any say in this award, that Brock Purdy is going to win it over Christian McCaffrey. And they're going to give Christian McCaffrey some bullshit award like Offensive Player of the Year.
Most likely, yes.
Something as like
a consolation.
A consolation prize.
Yeah. I want him to finish this statement because I love it.
Okay. But I believe it should be Christian McCaffrey. His rest of his teammates believe it should be Christian McCaffrey. Brock Purdy himself said it should be Christian McCaffrey. But they don't give that shit out. They want the quarterback to win MVP every year. And It's fucking ridiculous. Okay, so with that said,
yeah.
And the fact is, it's going to be between Christian McCaffrey and Lamar Jackson, unless Dak can pull some amazing bullshit out of his ass.
Stop the possibilities. Stop that possibility bullshit.
Dude said and throw for 400 yards against the Dolphins.
I don't think it's some dude. It's your dream. What the fuck?
It's highly unlikely. Okay, it's going to be between Brock Purdy and Lamar Jackson. Okay, and with that being said, okay, I would love nothing more than for the Ravens to beat the 49ers, because this would end all that shit, because I promise you it won't be Christian McCaffrey or Brock Purdy. They'll just give the award to Lamar because it's the safer pick. And all of the people picking in this are sitting there home praying on Christmas dinner, going, please, Santa, bring me a Baltimore win. Along with Corey. So, gentlemen, MVP versus MVP. Who wins this fucking game?
Let me go first, please.
Is it Lamar? Go ahead, Corey. You go first. I've been skipping you all.
No, it's all good. I think you should have had MVP times 2 at the end on the 49ers side, because Christian McCaffrey and Brock Purdy are neck and neck. They are like this for that MVP candidate, in my opinion, the way they've been playing. And we talked about it, and I said, I think one's going to get MVP, one's going to get Offensive Player of the Year.
I agree.
Lamar hasn't played the best this year, but if he wins this game, just like you said, I think it catapults him into that number 1 spot above everybody, just because of the win. Not even if he plays the best, just because they could beat the 49ers. So this is going to sound crazy.
Sorry, most of the things you say usually sound crazy.
This is going to be the craziest thing you're going to hear. But most of the things I say are right. This is going to be one of the craziest things you're going to hear. I would like for the 49ers to beat us, but we see them in the Super Bowl. As long as we make it to the Super Bowl, because then we'll play a redemption game, and we play really good, really well when we face adversity like that. The other saying is because if you remember, I understand, but remember, last year with Philly, look what happened this year. Last year, Philly talked all that junk, and this year the 49ers came out motivated. So they would do the same thing in the Super Bowl.
For those who don't know, last year Philadelphia beat the Eagles. They had some injuries. This year, 49ers came in as collectively as a team wearing all black. You want to talk about culture? Going back to the Steeler conversation. You want to talk about culture? You want to talk about guys getting each other's back? You want to talk about all for one, one for all? 49ers are exemplary of that. We were all black and came in this game. I mean, I wish I was a 49er fan, because I'll be talking mad shit to y'all. Okay? But honestly, I respect them because they have each other's back. Their wide receivers actually block all the way down the field. Okay? They're all about Christian McCaffrey getting that fucking touchdown. Okay, they're all about making sure that Brock Purdy throws that pass or runs for that for TD. Whatever they got to do to win the game. Whatever they got to do. Okay.
So with that said, Baltimore wins this game, baby. Woo! And we're going to the chip.
Justin, we're going to go the other way.
The 49ers win this game.
MVP versus MVP, bro.
49ers going to win. Brock Purdy going to win. Brock Purdy going to outperform Lamar Jackson like he has all season long. And he's going to expose the Ravens for the frauds that they are.
All right. And how do you feel about the MVP race?
I feel like
Purdy.
Christian McCaffrey is the rightful MVP in my opinion, but the way this league is set up, they're going to give it to Purdy.
How dare you call us frauds?
This game definitely determines who will be the MVP.
I wish we can give our own award to Christian McCaffrey. Absolutely deserves it. Not no bullshit offensive player of the game.
How do you call the Baltimore Ravens frauds? How can you do that? They whipped the Seahawk ass. They ain't no frauds. We're the number 2 ranked defense. You cannot say that about a team who's been playing like this. We got the most sacks this year. Kyle Hamilton is number 1 in pass defense.
Frauds.
Say that. Wow. That's your child. That is your child.
It's just hate. You got to take that hate when it comes.
Frauds, bro.
Tyler.
What's the question? A lot's been happening.
MVP versus MVP. Who wins this game and who comes out as MVP front runner?
Okay, yeah. Just like Justin said, this game will determine MVP. I think we all can agree McCaffrey should be MVP, but this is just a biased decision. I mean, besides Corey, he doesn't agree, but his takes are pretty bad most of the time, anyways. So when it comes to this, winning of this game will determine the MVP. I have Lamar Jackson on my fantasy league. I also have McCaffrey. I hope this game has no defense at all whatsoever. I hope both of them threw a massive amount of points.
A thing for making me laugh.
But I think who's going to take it at the end, I'm gonna have to give it to San Francisco because they have 2 MVPs. I'm a Ravens fan. I'm a Ravens fan because just not to divulge too much, but I am a Ravens fan because a very close friend of mine, him and his family are Ravens fans, and his father recently passed away. I watched the Ravens win that Super Bowl with him. I've watched numerous Super Bowls with him. That's going to be the Peach family, Bradley Peach. Rest in peace, my man. He was a good dude. He had a great heart, and he bled Ravens. That was his team.
He bled purple.
Exactly. Yeah. So I support that team in support of him. At the end of the day, when I'm just looking at 2 MVPs, though, 2 MVP candidates going into this, it'll be a hell of a game. This is going to be the best game of the season. I'm telling you. This will be the best game of the season. But I think it's going to go 49ers. But it's going to be damn close. Damn close.
Mo.
The MVP is going to be Brock Purdy, even though it should go to Christian McCaffrey. I don't care what Lamar does. Lamar has to throw for 600 yards to even get close to outperforming.
Is this the Dak Prescott dream?
No.
That's Anthony's dream.
I would never dream of that. I would never dream of that, Corey. Do you understand me? I would never dream of Lamar winning the MVP over Trevor Lawrence. But I digress, okay?
He's got one. Trevor don't.
Hey.
Unanimous.
I have the mic. Anyway, Brock Purdy is going to win the MVP, even though he shouldn't. Lamar has to do a hell of a lot to get the votes just to win MVP over Brock Purdy at this point. Okay? And I have the 49ers winning this game. MVP versus MVP. I won't say the real MVP, but the chosen MVP.
It's 2 MVPs versus MVP.
Yeah.
The chosen one is going to win.
Gotcha.
Lamar.
I might take on it, guys. I have to admit, I'm going to put Corey on the lone wolf on this. I think San Francisco is going to win this game.
I got to stand by my team. I got to stand by my team, man.
You do what you got to do.
Cowboys fan, I promise you, barring any crazy injuries happening to the 49ers, they're probably making it to the chip. And I do see Baltimore going all the way. With KC giving them a really hard time, though.
That's if KC makes it.
Yeah, I think KC makes it. I think KC gets to the AFC Championship game against Baltimore, and I think it's going to be really like a great game. But I think Baltimore edges them out, makes Super Bowl, and I think we are looking at the Super Bowl preview. And MVP-wise, Brock Purdy wins this. Unfortunately, doesn't deserve it. You've heard everybody say it on this team, other than Corey, that Christian McCaffrey should have the MVP. But he won't get it because he's a running back, okay? And they're not going to give him any love. They're going to give it to Brock, okay? And Lamar was, like I said, they're all praying that the Baltimore Ravens do win it so that they can give it to Lamar, okay? With that, Corey, you've earned it on the final. You were the only one with the whole game, the whole episode. We haven't had one lone wolf. Corey, Here's your howl.
That's that NWO Wolf Pack right there.
Ooh. He earned it. He earned it. He earned it. He went lone wolf against the 49ers. And with that, we got games in 2 hours, guys. Okay. Unfortunately, there's no 1 o'clock game. I wanted a 1 o'clock game. I wanted a 2 o'clock game. But we got a 4 o'clock game, or 4:30 game, rather.
4:30 and 8. Yeah.
Your closing arguments, your goodbyes on this Christmas holiday. Okay. I'm going to start with you, Corey. We'll go left to right.
Like, comment, subscribe, share. Thank everybody for coming out, sharing the holiday with us. Yeah, I listen, Tyler. I listen.
That's what I'm talking about.
Everybody be safe. Don't drink and drive. Just enjoy the time with your family because, our days on this earth are numbered. Someday we got to go. So just enjoy it all. Baltimore Ravens, give me that Christmas present, baby. That'll be the best present I can have this year.
Gotcha. Justin.
I just want to wish all the viewers out there have a Merry Christmas. Hope you guys enjoy the time with your family and everything like that. And I'm smoking on that Ravens pack and go Hawks.
I knew he was going to give it to him.
Everybody, thanks for all watching. Like, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Have a Merry Christmas. Have a happy Hanukkah. Have a happy Kwanzaa. Whatever y'all celebrate. It's not inclusive. We want everyone to have a good time. Enjoy some good football. Because like I said, Christmas Day, you're going to have one of the greatest games of all time. I did pick San Francisco going over. I want Baltimore to win. But I'm just based on it I'm still thinking that San Francisco will win. I want Baltimore to win. But at the end of the day, you're going to have a great game on a great holiday.
Facts. Mr. Mo.
Listen, like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that. From the Hill Podcast. You know where we at. You know what to do. And you know how we coming. We got Anthony. We got Corey. We got Justin. We got Tyler. Papa Spank Daddy. Man, we yes right now. You know what I'm saying? But let's get down to business. The Ravens are losing. I don't want to talk about those games. I already gave my point. Hey, I told you what was going to happen when we go live. Didn't I tell you? I told you what was going to happen when we go live. We gave y'all 2 entertaining shows when we go live. Every time we go live, it's fireworks. And I don't think we should go live. We shouldn't even give it to y'all again until right before the Super Bowl. We shouldn't even give y'all this till right before the Super Bowl. And then you don't see us until the next season. You better enjoy this because we here.
What a Pro Bowl.
Yeah,
I gotta give it to you. Yeah, gotta give it to him.
Roman Reigns couldn't do it any better.
As always, folks, act responsibly this weekend. Enjoy your holiday. Spend some time with your loved ones. Embrace those who you love. Tell them you love them. You don't know when they're going to be here again. You don't know when you're going to see them again. Don't overlook anybody. And by all means, watch some fucking football. Because we got some great games this weekend. And on Christmas Day, where as a kid I had to do nothing but watch garbage TV after you opened up all of your gifts. Yeah. You're being blessed with some football and probably the game of the year. So don't be afraid to turn on the game, to root against Baltimore if you feel the need to do that. Whatever makes you happy.
If you hate Corey like us.
If you hate on Corey like we do, okay.
No,
mind you, we talk shit because we all love Corey to death.
Yeah, that's my dog.
I hate them Ravens though.
More than anything else.
New op in the pack. That shit gas or what?
Yeah. All right, but gentlemen, for the facts, I've already been given a Christmas gift because I'm able to spend this time with the 4 of you. Okay, And this makes me feel good, and it keeps me going. So, it's not Thanksgiving, but I'm thankful for you guys, right? But Merry Christmas to anybody watching. Enjoy the holiday. And as always, let's keep it football. And let's keep it from the hip. Thank y'all. Enjoy the holiday.